So, good morning. It is just after 5 in the morning, so it's fairly early as before. And yeah, today we're amazing the amount of people about at this time, Don't know if you can see them up there, kind of standing. That's pretty much right outside my house, but I don't want to read too much into that. Or maybe I'm not reading enough into it, who knows. But I wanted to walk and talk today. And the purpose behind that really is that, as I kind of said yesterday, I kind of take time to take the good advice that's been given to me, in so much as walking around with blinkers on. So I tend not to notice things, but it's very difficult not to notice everything, or to ignore everything, but so you still notice things. But I tend to give things as little attention as possible, because they're just attention whores, aren't they? They love the attention, so the more you give them, and the more you play into their games, then the better it is for them and the worse for you. So yeah, I'm going to have to slow down, because like I also said yesterday, I'm really unfit, and I'm also probably about 3 stone overweight, although I haven't weighed myself in years, and that's just a kind of rough estimate. But and stone is a UK kind of measurement of weight, so a stone equates to 14 pounds, so I'm probably about, I don't know, between 30 and 40 pounds overweight, plus I smoke, I'm I'm doing well. I'm, heading in the direction of living a long life. not that I particularly care, I don't have any desire to live a long life, but that's a whole nother story. So filming this is like I said, it kind of takes I'm focused on the camera in front of me and talking, so it takes away all my focus from what's going on around me. And then also I can go back later on and look at it and notice the things that I didn't notice at the time. So, and of course whoever's watching this, if anyone does watch, the one person that watches this, they can also maybe notice things that I don't. But it kind of, if you're looking back at it later, then it doesn't affect you directly in the moment. It takes the sting out of the tail, doesn't it? So, which isn't a bad thing. So walking about with blinkers, that's kind of my go-to. I was out a few weeks ago, and I went for a fairly low. It was pre-camera days, so I didn't have a phone or any kind of device to record anything, unfortunately. But I went for a fairly long walk, and like I said yesterday, I haven't lived here very long, and for the first few months that I was here, I barely went outside. I got into that place where just a fear of going outside, because I knew I was going to be fucked with. I knew things were going to be happening, things would be said, and you just kind of, I don't know, my go-to approach was just to kind of shut myself off from the world and stay inside. So, although I've lived here, I don't know, I want to say maybe about 10 months, something like that. No, probably not even as long as that. But I didn't go outside it, apart from where absolutely necessary, you know, to kind of like buy food and stuff. Obviously, you know, I'm a fat bastard, so I can't go out without any food. That would be a disaster. So yeah, a few weeks ago, before I got the camera, I kind of decided to. I was out for a walk, and I went for a fairly long walk, but I kind of followed the main roads, and it was really early. I like coming out early because it's just quieter, you know, and there's less people around, so you know you don't have to kind of deal with as much shit, although they will throw some at you, as I'm going to tell you about. So I was out and I was kind of walking the main roads, and I noticed that, you know, there'd be cars passing me, which is, I used to work really, really early shifts, so, you know, I understand that people are kind of out like really early in the morning or whatever, but you know, I don't doubt that for a second. Yeah, just wanted to get a good shot of that. He's probably away fishing or something, you know. We're fishing. I'm fishing. That's it. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But fishing, yeah, fucking fishing for information. So yeah, I'm gonna quieten down as I'm passing these people. Although they mostly want to be seen, so let them be seen. But anyway, yeah, so I was out walking, and I was kind of walking the main roads, and I noticed that, you know, cars were passing me, and like I said, people may be up early, they're kind of they're doing an early shift, or they're coming home from an early shift, or they're picking up someone from somewhere, or whatever the case may be. You know, there's a million different reasons why anyone could be out. But I noticed that when cars passed me, that it was never a singular car. You know what I mean? They were always in twos or threes, always. And I kind of found that odd, and like I said, I wasn't paying them any attention, so I was walking we drive on the left here, so I was walking on the left-hand side, so across that side of the road, I was walking on the left-hand side pavement, or path, or what do you call it, the sidewalk. So the cars were coming from behind me and kind of passing me, so any time that a car was either coming to pass me, or on the opposite side of the road kind of coming towards me, I would turn my head and look to the left. So I was totally ignoring anything that was going on, you know, wasn't paying it any attention at all. So I kind of kept doing this, and like I said, it was a fairly long walk, but as I kind of got on the home stretch, if you like, maybe about half a mile or so from home, there's a little squirrel in that garden. Do you see him? There you go. It's going to turn into squirrel watch, isn't it? Yeah, so I was about half a mile from home. And as they were passing me, again, still in twos and threes, never just a singular car on their own, whatever. I mean, whatever that's supposed to mean, I don't fucking know. I don't pretend to know what goes through these people's heads, but they started kind of upping the ante, if you like. So they were, you know, as they went past me, they would make sure to make lots of noise. So they would kind of rev their engine, you know, put their one foot on the clutch and one on the accelerator, so that, you know, they made a really loud engine noise in this. And I kind of, obviously, you can't help but notice, you know, it's noise. Anybody would notice that. So I was kind of realising that was happening, and I pretty much, you know, knew that, or thought, I don't know, who knows anything, but I pretty much thought, oh, yeah, that's kind of designed for me. to get my attention. But again, still, I was always looking to the left, not kind of paying any attention. And I got even nearer to home, and I had to cross a road, and it was there's a certain colour of car that I see all the time, and I'm not going to say what colour it is, because that just kind of lets them know that you notice these things, doesn't it? But yeah, just as I kind of got nearer to home, I had to cross a little road, a little side street, and as I kind of stopped to like I say, it's still really early. I mean, this is pre 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's not like there's a load of people about. But yeah, as I kind of went to step off the curb, this car that had been going down the street, this specific colour of car, kind of decided that he wanted to go down that street, you know. So, and there's no, I mean, I was facing the way that he was going, so there was absolutely no way that I could then ignore it. But he kind of made that decision to, it was like a final, you know, I will get your fucking attention whether you like it or not kind of thing. Which it's just, I mean, it just shows the desperation of these fucking idiots, doesn't it? That, because that's all it is, it's desperation, it's an absolute need for attention. No doubt about it, you know, they have to be noticed, and that's why it's always a positive thing to give them as little attention as possible. I mean, like I said, you can't always sorry, forgetting my words again. You can't always ignore it. You know, you will obviously notice some things just naturally catch your eye, don't they? And that can't be avoided, but yeah, just try as much as possible. Try as much as possible to ignore it, because they absolutely hate that. You know, you're giving them nothing back, and excuse me, they're doing their best to try and get your attention, and the more and more they fail at it, the better and better it is for you. And I kind of think as well, once you realise what's going on and these things are being done purposefully to get your attention, it kind of takes the sting out of it a little bit, you know. It does. It kind of affects you less and less, because you know, you understand what the whole purpose behind it is. I'm going to wait for this guy's going out on his scooter, possibly waiting until I get close by to then go out on his scooter, but I'm not going to give him that opportunity. I'm just going to stand here. I'll happily stand here all day. So yeah, I'm going to have to, I've got about a minute. I don't know if that, oh, I don't know who he is. But yeah, he's up and about early. But yeah, like I said, you know, once you know that it's been done purposefully, then it does kind of take this thing out of it a little bit, you know. I'm going to end that and come back in a second, because my stupid 15 minutes is up, honestly. Anyway, see you in a minute. Bye bye.